Good morning. Second mindful moment for you this morning largely comes from a conversation I have with a lot of folks. And it's on the topic of your legacy. And I would ask you a question to consider regarding leaving your legacy behind. Imagine a couple people from your life or career. They worked with you, they worked for you. They're later on in their life. Those two people that worked with you or for you stay in touch, and they're having a conversation about the best leaders. And remember, leader is not about title. Leader is about influence. They're having a conversation about the best leaders they've ever been around, they've ever worked with, they've ever worked for. What would it take to have your name mentioned in that conversation? Whether you're the one they pick or not, if your name's in the conversation, you've left a hell of a legacy. And so as you think about what it takes to have your name in the conversation, I largely land on two things. That if those individuals can say these two things about you, I think your name is in that conversation and you got a good chance at being picked. First, being somebody's biggest fan. So I think if you're somebody's biggest fan, you're their cheerleader, you support them, they know you care about them. You're there to pick them up on a bad day, a bad week. You sacrifice things in your life to be there for them. So I think that first theme about being somebody's biggest fan is a big part of that equation, because I'm not sure your name's going to be in the conversation if they can't say those kinds of things about you. The second theme, probably in that conversation and why they would choose you, is what we would say about some of the best leaders we've played for, worked for, been around, is they were really tough on me. They were my biggest fan while being my toughest critic. And so if we really care about the people that we're around, it means that we have to be honest with them. We have to be tough on them. We have to challenge them. We have to give them tough feedback. We got to tell them things that they don't want to hear, but they need to hear. I think that is vested in what being a good friend means, being a good leader means. And so I just encourage those of us who are maybe spending more time thinking about the legacy you want to leave behind. You have to be, if your name is in that conversation and you want to be considered, I think what it takes is being people's biggest fan while being their toughest critic and balancing both of those things. And that requires us to give people lovingly critical feedback. It comes from a place of care. We want to help them grow. And I also think that sometimes feedback does have to sting a little for growth to happen. So hopefully that just gets you thinking about leaving your legacy behind. Hope you're enjoying these mindful moments. Have a great day.